Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today's episode of Roll for Sandwich is sponsored by Dimension 20. If you've ever watched Dimension 20, then you are more than likely familiar with the Box of Doom. Now you can give your home game rolls the same gravitas with the Box of Doom Dice Tower, available on the Dropout store. We're going to be using the Box of Doom along with the official Dimension 20 dice set to roll up today's sandwich. All right, gang, let's get to it. First up, we're gonna roll for our bread. 2 freezer ends. From the icy depths of my freezer, I have retrieved some white bread. And with a little toasting cantrip, it is good as new and ready to go. Next up, let's roll for main. 2 again. That's Gummy Frog. When I was at the Mars Cheese Castle a couple weeks ago, I saw this and I just had to get it. It's green apple flavored, so that's nice. Sure to be a textural nightmare. Some people will point to this episode and say the Roll for Sandwich guy has jumped the shark. I take umbrage with that. I have leaped the frog, thank you very much. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 2 again. That's chocolate cheese. I also picked up this cheese fudge made with Havarti from the Mars Cheese Castle. It seemed pretty interesting. I was able to sample some there and found out it tastes kind of like a fudgesicle. And I guess if I was gonna roll it on any sandwich, maybe it's better that I rolled it on the sandwich where the main is a giant piece of gummy candy. I like those dirt and worm cups you get in elementary school. Maybe this will be like that. And next up, we'll roll for roughage. That's 2 dates and 10 pickles. I am absolutely flabbergasted by the amount of 2s I've been rolling today. It's insane. But I guess the date is kind of another lucky roll. It's just really sweet, and that should go with the candy. I can't tell if I'm lucky or unlucky today. Maybe rolling every single roll in the Box of Doom was not a good idea. But we've already started, so we might as well finish it. Now, pickles are definitely not the first thing you think of when you think of candy, but I've heard of people combining pickles and chocolate and other things like that. I guess we'll see. Maybe the dice are pregnant or something. As if we need to get any wilder, here's the wild magic roll. 14. Gosh, I thought it was another 2 for a second. St. Elmo's seasoning. Steak seasoning, the least wild thing on the sandwich so far, except for maybe the white bread. Sure, dice. All right, and I may regret this, but for the D20 sauce roll, I have to use the OG Box of Doom. All right, hold on to your butts. It's Box of Doomception. Here we go. That is 7 hot honey. I mean, all things considered, it's just another form of sugar, so not the worst roll possible here. And spice and chocolate go together well. Let's get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together. And let's get it cut. Okay, I had to put this at 10 times speed. Let's just say cutting through a giant gummy frog is not easy. And let's take a look at that cross section. Translucent. I kind of hate when sandwiches get this crazy, if only for the fact that no one would believe that I didn't rig this. I did put everything on the list, though. Just didn't think it would happen at the same time. Well, this is sure to be something. Let's give it a taste. It was about here when the full realization of what I had done had settled on me. This thing is almost impossible to bite through. Flavor-wise, the green apple and the chocolate cheese does kind of give that dirt and worms effect, and everything else is just sweet, except for the pickles, which are not playing nicely. They don't really go. After a while, it started to become painful to eat. The Box of Doom is not one to be trifled with. Still, I got a pretty lucky combination of flavors, all things considered. I mean, there could have been clam juice on it. But texturally, not a great experience. I think I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 3.7, and I'm going to call it the Boggy. I kind of have to. Thank you all for sticking around and hanging out and having a good time at my expense. See you on Friday for hopefully a better sandwich.